is Love Marlene 411. And I apologize for my tardiness. I just walked in the door and I wanted to say, how are you? I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Thank you for your support, loved ones. I wanted to have this conversation with you guys and to give some encouragement on this Sunday because I believe that this is a very important topic for us to tap in with and to discuss. I'm going to get the song. Hold on a second, guys. Song is coming. Song is loading. Home. And yeah, so we're going to play the channel song.
Nights to the moments I almost gave up the fight. I was lost in the echoes of a hollow sound, searching for a solid piece of ground. But I'm not Marlene, 411, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light, a breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the It's more than just a story, it's a brand new lens, seeing where the trauma stops and where the light begins. Breaking generational chains, link by link, learning how to feel, learning how to think, guarding my spirit, my mind and my peace, watching the anxiety and the tension release. I found a self-love that was always meant to be, a gift from God now living in me. No more worthlessness, no more shame. I'm calling out the joy and I'm calling it by name. I am conscious of the seeds we sow. Watch how the garden starts to grow. But I love Marlene, 411, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light. We're breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the past and broken parts. Spread the love, spread the light, live your best life. Hold on tight. I'm not Marlene, for Marlene, the journey has just begun.
Okay, everybody, how are you doing? This is Love Marlene 411, and welcome to the From My Heart to Yours series, which I do every single Sunday around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How are you loved ones doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. I gotta say, I'm very thankful that you guys are here with me and you're tuning in. Let me know in the comment section where you are tuning in from, okay? Where are you tuning in from? Today's topic is you've been taken advantage of by someone that you trusted. Hasn't this happened to almost everybody, that you have somebody that you have aligned with, someone either with your heart or by friendship or in business, and then they take advantage of you? It can really rock you to your core. Some people, it affects your mental health. But through everything, today's topic, we're going to talk about how God can help you through it. When people backstab you, when people hurt you and do all those things. So we're going to go through four relationships where we get affected by people, even though there's many other relationships that it can happen to. But I wanted to say that all of you loved ones, we're in 2026, and I feel like this is a brand new year, a brand new start for us to get involved in our healing journey. And before I start this topic, I want to say hey to everybody who's in here. Thank you so much always for being a member for a month. And she also shared 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome to the gifted membership, and thank you always. I appreciate you. And anybody who is here, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Hey, Miss Betty, how are you doing? Pre-mentire days, okay? We're going to be talking about the subject you've been taken advantage of by someone that you trusted. Has that been the case for you? Have a parent? This is the first category we're going to talk about. Has a parent taken advantage of you, mother or father or both? And there was something that they did to bring pain in your life. And I have to tell you guys that if you get taken advantage of by a parent, whether they didn't show up for you emotionally, they weren't there for you financially, they didn't care about giving you support and love, it can be a very difficult time in your life. While I did have both of my parents in my life, I did not have parents that were in tune with me and giving me emotional support, mental support, caring about my feelings. Because back in the day, they just didn't do that. It was all about, well, you have a roof over your head, right? You have clothes, so you should be fine. I didn't get the emotional support. I didn't get the hugs and kisses. I was that child. And I know that there are some people who say, well, I didn't get it and I was just fine. You can tell yourself that you were just fine, but were we really? Are you really? I know that it took a toll on me in my adulthood, because when you don't receive things from a parent, you start looking for it inside of friendships, inside of romantic relationships, inside of everybody. So it's something. So we're going to get into the deeper subject today. You've been taken advantage by somebody you trust. On this channel, we do talk about ABUSC. And in any form, if you have had a parent that has ABUSEDU, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, financially abusive, or sexually. Let's just say it what it is, because we talk about trauma healing over here. Has anybody been in that category of you've been taken advantage of in one of those ways or multiple ways? It can be hard for you to get to a space where you can trust, because the person who is supposed to cover you and help you and speak over your life and educate you is the one bringing pain into your life. And that's a difficult one. I can't tell you how to process it, but I can tell you that we have to not blame ourselves. It's not our fault, especially being a child and that's your mother or your father. That's not your fault. Sometimes you get into having parents that have not fully matured yet. They haven't healed. They haven't done a lot of things. So they don't know how to parent you. And then because they're mentally unstable, immature, they can do things that they shouldn't have, putting their hands on you, being very physically abusive, being emotionally abusive, even going to the jaw-dropping part of being sexually abusive. There's so many men and women today as adults that are suffering from the consequences of being, all of the words for abuse, whatever the category, and I'm not going to say it because YouTube doesn't like for me to use those words, but we know all of the forms of sexual abuse. And I want to say that I'm not here to judge this is a safe space. I'm not judging anybody, but it can do something to your mind that if you had a parent, your mother or your father, do things to you, you've been taken advantage of. And back in the day, they didn't talk about these things. These things were not talked about. Your mother, MOLESED, or your father, or your mother, or even, we're going to go into other categories of people who take advantage. But just thinking that maybe your mother or your father could be doing something to you, it can affect you for the rest of your life. But I want to come in and give you some reassurance and let you know that God can help you through everything. I know that that's a very difficult thing for us to believe when we go through things. We feel like, well, where was God when this happened to me, right? That's something that I've heard many people say when I've given life coaching sessions. Where was God when this and this and this was happening to me, when I was taken advantage of by someone that I trusted? But it doesn't mean that God is not there. God allows things to happen. There's a lot of people who are twisted, but God in his time will seek his vengeance. He will seek his revenge. God is not slow that he doesn't see and he doesn't know things. He sees everything. He sees what you've been through. He definitely knows all of the things that I have been through. But one thing that I want to say is that we have to stop having the, what is it called, the feeling behind it, shame, feeling ashamed, because it can be shameful. It can be embarrassing, especially if you had people that you couldn't run to and talk about what happened to you. My mother did this, or my father did this. Ooh, it's a lot. But now, as adults, we have to get into our trauma healing. This is what this channel is about, is trauma healing and not allowing the past to define our present. And I know that that's something easier said than done, because it is. It's so difficult to get from the space of that I was taken advantage of, I was hurt, the shame and the feelings like, how could my mother or my father do this to me? Yeah. And when it's someone you trust, that's one thing. But when that's your parent, that's your mother or your father, it's difficult. But we have to know that in any problem, in any situation, in anything that we go through, in anything that you endure, you can go to God, and you can talk to him, and you can pray. That is one of the things that it's not popular on social media. It's not something that goes viral. And you may not have anybody within your family, quote unquote, that you can talk to. But as an adult, we have to get into healing those wounds from the inside of us. Some of those things that we suppress because you couldn't speak up. Nobody protected you. So now you can, as an adult, know that I can go to God. I can talk to God about any and everything. And I want to say that to all of you guys. Well, everybody is different. Everybody had a different background. Everybody had a different journey to themselves. And I know my healing journey did not begin until I got to the space where I could say, honestly, this, and this happened to me. I did not get the support. I did not get the affection. I got a lot of, gaslighting, and a lot of manipulation, and a lot of berating. Now, that's something that maybe some people don't feel that that's being taken advantage of, but that's how it was in my case. Always feeling like I was worthless, always talking down to you, making you feel that you are nothing. And the truth is, loved ones, that we are something. You are something. You are somebody. You have value. But I wanted to say to every single one of you, it's hard for us to deal with that, because if it's your mother, it's your father, it's hard for us to process in our mind, like, how could my mother and father do this to me? just know that you're not alone. I want to encourage somebody today that even if whoever it was, I want you to think about who are some of those people who have taken advantage of and not treated you the right way, the way that you deserve to be. And I do want to say to every single one of you, no matter what somebody did to take advantage of you, you still have value. And yes, there are people that are twisted mentally. They have mental illness. Some are immature. Some are just not good people. They're not naturally loving and compassionate how they should be. And people fool us, they backstab us, they hurt us, they talk about us, and they discard us like we're nothing. But it's so wonderful to know. It's so wonderful for me to know that regardless of how anybody treats me, my heavenly Father never leaves me. I find so much comfort and peace in knowing that regardless of what anybody says to me, regardless of what anybody has done, I can go to my Heavenly Father and I can pour out my heart Hopefully the audio is back. You guys let me know if the audio is back. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know if the audio has come back. I hope the audio is back now. Please, somebody put that in the comments. Put that in the comments that the audio is back. Hopefully it is. I don't know. Let me know what you guys heard. I hope I wasn't talking all that time with no sound, but hopefully the audio is back and you guys can hear me. I hope so. So I was just saying, hopefully you guys can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? If you guys can hear me, please put a thumbs up in here. I may have to end it and start a new one if you guys can't hear me. Okay. So I'm going to end this one and start a new one since you guys can't hear me.